Cato and the Late Show Band right there. Hey! Have a seat, everybody. Thank you very much. In just a few moments, we don't get to do this every day.
Yeah,
we don't get to talk to a legend, someone I admire so much. Mr. Billy Crystal will be out here. Come on. And then later on, after midnight, we'll have the cast of Shrinking. Michael Urie, Jessica Williams, and Luke Tenney will be there with Taylor Tomlinson right after the show, 12:35 on your dial. Folks, if you watch the show, you know I spend most of my time standing right over there in the news garage, sourcing the most topical story aluminum, which I shape into sleek panels around a 101.6-inch steel tube chassis with a hand-crimped hood, coil spring suspension, and a side oiler Ford 7-liter engine with a 4-barrel 780 CFM Holley carburetor to create the elegant yet powerful Shelby Cobra 427 that is my monologue. But sometimes, folks, just sometimes, I'm kicked awake by an escaped circus bear behind an abandoned carny tent where I strap a discarded baby pool to a rusty tricycle, and we putter off together on the rattle-trap clutter buggy of news that is my segment. Meanwhile. There it is. It's the only vehicle I need. That's the only skate pod I know. Meanwhile. Francis Ford Coppola has apologized for starting Hollywood's sequel obsession, saying, "I'm the jerk that started numbers on movies. I'm embarrassed and I apologize to everyone." And well, you should, sir. I did not enjoy, nor frankly could I follow, The Godfather 4 Electric Gabagool. Meanwhile, a record-breaking couple got married in their hundreds. Congratulations to Marjorie Fighterman, 102, and Bernie Littman, 100. Let me be the first to say to the happy couple, so when are you guys having kids? Meanwhile, in color news, Pantone has announced its 2025 color of the year. It's Mocha Mousse, which Pantone says nurtures with its suggestion of the delectable quality of cacao, chocolate, and coffee. Well, sure, just because we like a drink doesn't mean we should be putting that color on our walls. I still regret painting my living room Mountain Dew Electric Whiz. Meanwhile, Sam's Club is offering free holiday-themed hot dogs, including one topped with pumpkin pie, which is slightly misleading because while the hot dogs are technically free, you will pay a price. You will pay. For a limited time, guests can get either the Club Mashup, which is a hot dog topped with mashed potatoes and Christmas cookies, the Seasons Meetings topped with turkey and prime rib, or one topped with pumpkin pie and candy canes called Frankly Both. Fun fact, Frankly Both is also the answer to the question, what type of diabetes did that candy cane hot dog give you? Frankly.
Wow.
Both. Meanwhile, folks, it will come as no surprise to my fans that I have once again rocked the mediascape of Finland. Namely, Finland's best, and I'm starting to think the world's best newspaper, Helsingin Sanomat. You'll recall that a few weeks ago, in the fancy part of my Meanwhile intro, I glowingly mentioned Finland's national dish, poronkäristus. Well, the Finns were so excited that they mentioned me mentioning them in their paper, which I was pretty excited about, so I mentioned their mentioning me mentioning them on my show. Well, you'll never guess what happened next. That got them so riled up that they have once again mentioned me mentioning their mentioning of me mentioning them. I mean, just listen to how they rave about me. Toisa viikolla hans vertasi avausmonologin vitsiti kitistä suomalaisen. And then they go on to gush, poronkaristik sen makunautin toihin. Meanwhile, osiota tas epämääräisen tien varsirotun. Praise indeed. Praise indeed. One imagines. But I gotta ask, Finland, am I starting to feel a vibe here? As you yourself have pointed out in my Meanwhile intros over the years, I have gushed about virtually every culture on this planet, from Sulawesi traditional houses to Italian sculpture, but you're the only one who noticed. Twice. So let's do this thing. If you were to mention this mention of you mentioning me, mentioning you, mentioning me, mentioning you, we all know where that's gonna lead. To the sauna. Where everything in Finland eventually leads. Sauna. Meanwhile, Pizza Hut just launched a new restaurant concept, including a new elevated modern design with an open kitchen in sight of guests. In response, Papa John's has installed its "Trust me, you don't want to see how we make this" curtain. We'll be right back with Billy Crystal.